Minute 10 on this clock, and they've taken some contact towards top mid. Oh, it's just messy. The USPs need to be connecting the headshots, and they seem to be piercing the ears of the T players. Kevlar, I mean, that's never what you want in your pistol round. Your players falling away saving, especially Twixie in that scenario. Just playing off the contact. Here's a couple of steps there, and Banana doesn't want to take his chances. Throws the early incendiary, and after he finds the first kill, he throws a smoke, falls away from it, spams one through it. And that's actually very, very well played from Arax. Although he does eventually fall, to take 2 down with him and get that early call in is fantastic. And it might just merit them the round at the end of it. And now has to take a more passive angle with that scout. imoRR lines up the crosshair beautifully. Even moves. They're not going to be expecting him here towards imo. They're expecting him towards Coffin. Maybe they'll expect a late wrap from CT. The last place I think he is in this corner. He's been spotted though, and this is where things get complicated. Woxic dropped, and imoRR just has to play the clock. Spins around, first headshot found, lots of damage onto the... And they've kind of screwed themselves economically when it comes to the fact that they won the pistol and lost the follow-up, but the pistols seem to be doing all the work. ISSAA, Mike, as he gets spotted here by XANTARES, there's no doubt that they should have. But now they have that firepower advantage as they burst right through. The MP9 caught with its pants down. Arax trying to get through the smoke, does find one. But bearing in mind he's the only man with a premium rifle, we needed to do more. ZKS with one, Spargo with another, and oh my goodness, the collapse. The pistols seem to be doing all the work here on Inferno. The rifles are redundant. Because my goodness, these Desert Eagles, Tech 9s, P250s, just about everything other than these M4s and AKs are getting everything done. Woxic yet to find a kill. This could be his chance to do so though, 1v3. He's going to throw the AWP out the map. This means he's going for this. I like this from Woxic. Could have fallen away and saved the sniper, but they know they've got money. And he wants a crack at the clutch. 20 seconds left to spare, though. There's not a lot of time. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of chance up here towards the A side, though. KOVA have gone for the gamble. And so far, it seems to be paying off. But they need to find the kills. And as the flashes rain over, my goodness, it's an absolute swarm. Eternal Fire. Find every single frag. Decent bit of early user damage. ZKS, oh wow. Oh my goodness, what has just happened there? We didn't even get to see it from XANTARES' POV, but he's just walked through apps and stripped away 2 heads. That is unbelievable. Twixie and Arax, the 2 remaining. Look at this. I mean, Eternal Fire, they've already got the bomb down, and they're already on the 4-man hunt. They know that the final 2 members are saving towards B. The reason that I'm not the biggest fan of Inferno, and I Spargo, ooh, just misses the shot. DKS though, to follow up. Spargo with another, and the Panthers actually worked really nicely. And the 3-man money, so they will be able to buy up. They'll try and make this now over towards long. This would be smart if Eternal Fire backtracked and went back towards the B side of things. Instead, they are going to commit to A. The flash is absolutely perfect. ZKS, that is unreal. The first fully blinds imoRR. The second doesn't quite get Calyx. He's playing anti, but with his back turned, he can't do a lot. And XANTARES blinded as well. Can't quite be finished off, but he's tacked down low enough that his teammates are able to pick it up. And what a round there from KOVA. Really, really nice read. Complete shutdown. Woxic does connect the flick, but it's not the kill. Cannon roll maybe over towards the A-bomb site. Or this kind of real versatile style of AWPing where he just comes from anywhere. Goes for a peek second mid, maybe goes for a peek on A, sometimes rotates to B. Just a complete shutdown towards the A side of things, though. imoRR, once again, just an absolute monster. 3 kills for him. That's going to bolster him up to 16, so it extends that game. No flash or anything to accompany it, and that's the only time, really, that the Glocks can do some damage as they funnel in. Calyx will fall, of course, he's only got the MP9, and the M4 whiffs. Couple of kills, going to be a B execution. Nothing left to defend. XANTARES and Calyx, only the bullets to try and stop the push from coming through. And as the 1-for-1 trades convert, Eternal Fire, Woxic up close with a scout. Not the weapon you want in these scenarios, but still finds one. Spargo trades on the swing, but imoRR's there to take it right back. Dooley with a great one. ISSAA does not know what he's in for. That doesn't quite blind him though. Tucked in the corner, the wall provides him with enough cover. ZKS finally trades it, but not before XANTARES on a fast rotate. Smoke goes down. But KOVA, they've not made a sound, but Woxic still doing damage. Another kill, taking out the late lurk towards the A-bomb site. 4v3, as the push comes out, no smoke for CT, but 2 big headshots to be delivered. And Arax and ZKS tip this one on its head. 2v2, winnable, but probably not likely, bearing in mind they're both so low on health. That was a big whiff from Woxic. It almost cost him his life. Luckily still alive, though, and still here to do damage. A 3rd kill for the round for the man. He's really come alive here in this one. Number 20 seems to have been his calling. The spray away. ZKS. Leaky force here for KOVA. Of course, they carried weapons across from the last, so they're not going to be eco here. Going into next round. They'll have the lost though. That'll be something they'll have to work with, because they won't have anything behind it. What a util retained here for Eternal Fire. I think they've learnt their lesson. Not to deploy it early, because they know the KOVA like to run it down, and there you go. Such a good read. XANTARES even expecting the boost. 2 early kills found. The spray through the smoke. He needs to be aware that ZKS could push through, and he does so. But Calyx should be there to pick up the pieces. Still full on health. ZKS tagged up a little, but it doesn't matter. They've been timed out. That's a real shame. We will find the kills on the exit. At least one of them. There you go. There's the second. Spargo will see with it. He's on 15 HP, and instead he wants to burst through with the Galil and be the bait man. And the bait man, once he does get the information, the flashes are brilliant, but can't finish him off. 15-8, could be 16 if Eternal Fire can close this one out. We saw a 3v3 retake in the last round, unsuccessful for the CT side, but that was due to the retained utility from the team members defending the bomb site. This time they've got nothing but firepower, and Spargo's called upon in the 1v3, connects for the first. It's a great flick, but he can't take it. He really portraying that we just saw from our partners at Pinnacle. The first kill going their way though, and Woxic really struggling to connect ahead, but finally gets one with the final bullets in 2000 as well. Takes another, wants to take one more with him to the grave. Down cues. They're trying to bait out Yuli here on the ladder. Calyx. An unlikely angle to find the headshot, but he takes it. 2v2, no kit in play, so they really do need to speed this up. A lot of time pressure mounting. Very difficult crossfire configuration to try and break here. He said needed to hit that shot, so it can find another. This would be huge. He's on a very interesting angle, and almost able to get that sideline onto ZKS, but he's just not quick enough. They start to burst through. Yuli challenged by imoRR, the 5-7 chomping away, and it takes a couple of heads. ZKS now needs to clutch up a 1-on-3. First kill delivered. Spots out the second. One taps in, but there's not enough bullets in the clip. Only 4 of them. About to take a duel with XANTARES. Deep wall of smokes, and XANTARES has let him slip right through. That's such a huge mistake, and it's not been commed at all. As soon as that wall of smokes goes down, XANTARES, instead of falling into a main, where he could have then supported the Squeak Doorman and held, he kind of fell away expecting the wrap around, and well, it almost cost them dearly. Luckily, he's able to pick up the pieces, and Woxic does a hefty job as well up from heaven. He's coming alive here on Nuke. There's a chance, or if he can find XANTARES' head, I think he's got it. Reset just manages to slip down vents in the nick of time on the head angle. Spots him, can't tap him. Finds the first though. Into a 4-on-4, and luckily it gives his teammates enough time to start this rotation. XANTARES catches out ZKS. imoRR's made a lot of noise. His position's being held, and Arax wins the duel. Headshot found. Calyx, here's one outside. He'll be able to take that one. That's the MP9 finding a kill, and should be able to upgrade here to an AK-47. XANTARES, the low HP player, swaps out to the sniper. His tier 1 Turkish brother by his side. But Spargo, oh my goodness, this is such a smart play. Sit in the smoke, they're not going to expect it. And as it starts to fade, he'll push through. He's got a perfect backstab on both. Quick, so hard. And the instant reaction to throw the Molotov means that the defuse can come through. XANTARES, oh my goodness, this is such a perfect bit of aggression. Of course, it's only against the pistols, but it does merit him 1. There's his second death, though, and he loses an AK, so CT-sided. It's one thing that does favour the T-sided. It's very easy in rounds like this to get that bomb down. Whether you go for the smokes outside and flush down secret, or whether you go for a vent dive, that B-bomb site's always a fairly easy one to get onto and get a bomb down in a... Don't allow your opponents to kill you, you just maintain control. Use your utility to tag them down and force them back. It's absolutely perfect, and it means that they have to, in a last-second desperation, funnel onto the A site, where they're absolutely crushed. A flawless round here for Eternal Fire and Spark. XANTARES. Oh, a bit of a foolish play there from Yuli to try and push through that smoke. XANTARES is kind of a... Calyx shuts him down too. Twixie trying to wriggle his way down ramp, but Woxic, the third man to put his foot down in this round. And while ZKS does manage to catch out XANTARES, who's kind of wallowing around in mid, I'm not sure if he'll be able to wriggle his way out of this one. A 1v5, now 1-on-3. Bomb on his back, but does he realise he's about to be backstabbed? I don't think he does. He should have a major advantage onto Twixie. It kind of all depends on who sees who first. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the duel, but it's Twixie that wins it. imoRR on the stairs, ready to take contact. Yuli's head about to poke over, and there you go, taps it away. Needs to find the second, though, to level out these numbers, and he does. A 5v3 becomes a 3-on-3, all off of imoRR's shoulders, and he even takes it in his favour. 3v2, now a 2-on-2 as Twixie finally trades, as he's tripled his frag count this round, and he wants to do more. And Woxic and ISSAA, a very clutchable round, but not one that's necessarily in their favour. Not with the retake on the B site. Woxic has to try and trade it out, but they've still got 3 defenders over towards this A side of things. Molly should flush out the Hollow Vents player, but imoRR plays that so well. And I'll explain why in a minute, because Woxic's about to shut it down. One big flick onto Twixie, second peek out, was able to find the kill before he falls. He would have been dead with nothing otherwise, but he managed to go 1-for-1, so really nice stuff from him. ISSAA, imoRR, shutting down the pistol by here. And there we go. Deep smokes come in. They've got an option with those deep smokes. They can either wrap around to A or get down to secret. With Arax finding that headshot, I think they're going to try and push on to A, but ISSAA's aggression works out nice through Heart. There's still a chance of the retake. XANTARES needs to win this. Jewel does so beautifully. Headshot found. Spargo finds Woxic though. And XANTARES, position known, 2-on-1 to clutch up. AWP retrieved from Spargo. And he's the resident sniper as well. He's the man you want with it. XANTARES confident that he's going to be towards Squeaky, and he's not. There's just so many angles for him to clear. Twixie held on to sight, not going to move a muscle. Spargo on the tight agility. Glocks in Kevlar on all 5, and that is an unbelievable read. What on earth? They've dropped down ramp, and ZKS hasn't even peeked. I'm not sure if he made a step there or something, or maybe he poked the silencer out, but if Calyx has just kind of spidey sense to that, spun around, 6th sense kicks in, and he's found that headshot, then that's unreal. With XANTARES finding that headshot, I think this one is all said and done. This could be the beginning of the end as... And these pistols are actually getting some good damage done. The issue is they've lost the sight, the bomb's down. The only rifle retrieved is that Calyx. There's still 3 AKs in play. And for KOVA, it doesn't actually look like they're going for the round. They've got no kit, so they're just looking for exits. And exits, maybe they find. No, Calyx there to stop it. And there you go, just a complete shutdown. Arax might be able to catch one from behind. Oh my goodness, that was... Ooh, XANTARES, that's quick. The PT-50, I wasn't too sure how confident I was that it would find a kill there, but my goodness, that was a very fast response. Arax spamming away, does actually manage to take down a low HP imoRR. The damage was dealt through the spams earlier, but it seems to be recovered quite nicely. Woxic only got grounds to fall away and save that AK-47. For ZKS, he's not really saving anything against it. His teammates could have dropped him one as well. Instead, they want to just go for brute force with these rifles. And oh my goodness, look at that. What a complete shutdown. Every single man connecting his shots. XANTARES, even after finding 2 others, his position being known, he still connects for the 3rd head. And ZKS on a nice little off angle here might be able to finally trade out XANTARES. He's seen his backside poke through that window, but he hasn't reacted to it. He does manage to find that first. Not going to expect XANTARES to, as you see all too often. Yuli does open things up with a nice kill, though. ZKS does take one. imoRR picks up the pieces again. A 5v4 comes into a 3-on-3 just like that. imoRR and ISSAA are incredibly low on health, but imoRR playing this so interestingly, pushing through the smoke. Yuli reads it, though. And Calyx, the only man with HP behind him, looking to try and do some damage, but Yuli up the ladder. pretty much single-handedly takes this round. Can't quite element of surprise onto the site players. I mean, KOVA should be aware right now, bearing in mind they've not been contesting outside control, that there's potential for this. And Twixty holding it to some degree, but ZKS completely oblivious. And for now, they're not even going to push through. With 40 seconds left, Calyx is actually going to be the first point of contact out of the squeaky door. Spots the silencer, doesn't react to it. There's the site player gone. The AWP falls. Calyx tears right through the defense. And there you go.